2022 is full of a lot of awesome movies. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome to Zach Attacks Movies. I am your host, Zach Aaronholtz, and today we're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. My list is my list, okay? Obviously it's not going to be the right list, it's just my list. So if you please could join me down in the comment section, let me know what are your 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. I would love getting a conversation down in the comment section. Before we begin with that though, I do have to give out a few honorable mentions. To begin with, we have The Flash, the new DC movie, starring Ezra Miller, and deals with the multiverse within the DC EU. Thor, Love and Thunder. This is the fourth movie in the Thor quadrilogy and sees Taika Waititi return as the director, as well as Natalie Portman return as Jane Foster. Bullet Train. This movie stars Brad Pitt, Lady Gaga, and Sandra Bullock, and this story centers around these assassins who have been sent to a train where they realize their targets are each other. And then I have a last one that I kind of want to talk about here real quickly before we get into my top 10. And that movie is Turning Red, the new Pixar movie coming out on March 11th. Okay? It has now been confirmed that it's not going to be shown in theaters, but is instead going directly to Disney+. This movie was initially in my top 10, but after Disney decided to do this, it has now gone out of my top 10 because this just sends red flags towards me of what this movie could deliver. I loved the first Pixar movie they put on Disney Plus with Soul. I wasn't that big a fan of Luca, and so we're gonna have to see exactly what Turning Red is gonna be. But I thought the trailers looked great, and so them moving it to Disney Plus is just a red flag to me. But it's still a movie that I'm still looking forward to. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get to number 10. So coming in at number 10, we have Avatar 2. Okay, Avatar 2 is going to be obviously the second installment within this Avatar franchise, I'll just say that. It is also written and directed by James Cameron, who has been out of the industry for the past 13 years working on these movies. And so just for that reason alone is why I'm intrigued, because James Cameron is such a unique and amazing director that I kind of want to see what he's been working on for the past 13 years. Was Avatar the best film I've ever seen? No, but it was honestly really well done. It had amazing visual effects, a unique world around it. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what Avatar 2 can bring us in December. So Lightyear is going to be the new Pixar movie that comes out in June. So after Turning Red, this movie tells the story of Buzz Lightyear within the Toy Story universe, but tells the movie that inspired the toy of Buzz Lightyear. That makes sense. Buzz Lightyear is voiced by Chris Evans, so obviously I'm intrigued. It's a sci-fi movie. It's an anime movie by Pixar. What more could you want? Black Adam is a new DCEU movie that's coming out on July 29th. It stars Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam, and instantly Dwayne Johnson within a superhero movie, I'm automatically intrigued. I really want to see him get out of this spunk that he's been in lately, where he just does a lot of these fun action movies where he's somehow in the jungle. And I just want him to see if he can go into a more serious role. I love Dwayne Johnson. I just want to see him break out of that mold, and hopefully he does that with this movie. So The Gray Man is the new Russo brother movie. It is a thriller kind of style movie that's going to be later in 2022. It will be released on Netflix. It is actually the highest budgeted movie on Netflix. It beat out Red Notice. This is the first time the Russo brothers are finally teaming up with the Infinity War and Endgame writers since those two movies. And so just with that out of the way, it also stars Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, and Ana de Armas. And this movie kind of tells the story of like Chris Evans' character hunts down Ryan Gosling's character. And this movie just seems directed right towards me. And so it comes in at number 7. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. is the sequel to the massively successful Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse, which came out in 2018. This movie will be released in October 7th. Sony has been on a great run so far with their animated movies, with SpiderVerse being one, and then last year with The Mitchells vs. the Machines, which, if you watch my movie of Best of 2021, you know I loved that movie. And so Sony's finally get on the right track with their animated features, and I don't see that slowing down here with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So coming in at number 5, we have the new Jordan Peele movie, Nope, which will be released on July 22nd. This movie stars Daniel Kaluuya. He is returning with Jordan Peele since his appearance in Get Out. This is the third movie from Jordan Peele, being Get Out and then Us. I love both those movies. And this movie so far, all we've gotten is this poster. No trailer, no nothing yet. All they have released to us is this quote. And it says, "A new terror from the mind of Academy Award winner Jordan Peele." And with just that sentence, I am instantly hooked. Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness is a new movie from the MCU that is directed by Sam Raimi, a return to the superhero world for him since Spider-Man 3. It comes out on May 6th, and it deals with the multiverse within the MCU, and with just that itself, I'm instantly hooked. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, as well as Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch, and both of those actors are incredible with these characters, and I'm honestly so excited for this movie. A teaser has been dropped for this, so I do highly recommend checking that out. So Jurassic World Dominion is the final chapter of this Jurassic World trilogy. Comes out on June 10th, and it stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and they're bringing back the original trio with Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum returning as Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, and Ian Malcolm, which obviously I'm so excited to see the original trio back in action fighting dinosaurs. It's going to be so much fun. If you guys know me, I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, and so I've been looking forward to this movie for a while now. The last movie was, I'll say, trash. It was not good. But where they set themselves up for this movie, the returning cast, the teaser that was released behind it, I can't help but be really excited for this next Jurassic World movie. Mission Impossible 7 is the 7th Mission Impossible movie. Hopefully it comes out with a name, because the last 3 have had names with Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and now Fallout. So I'm assuming they're going to have a name to it. Cross fingers. Let's see how it goes. This movie comes out on September 30th. It is the third movie within this franchise. It is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who was of the last 2 with Rogue Nation and Fallout, and he's done an amazing job with these movies. I love the Mission Impossible movies, besides 2. And so just seeing where he wants to go with this story, these last 2 movies, so 7 and 8, both were filmed back to back, and so they said this might be the last chapter with Tom Cruise in this role as Ethan Hunt, and so I'm excited to see what these last chapters are for him. This movie also stars Rebecca Ferguson. She's come back to the franchise, as well as Vanessa Kirby, Simon Pegg, and Ving Rhames. But a big name I'm looking forward to in this movie is Haley Atwell. Okay, if you guys don't know her, she's from the Captain America movies. She's in the Agent Carter show, because that's obviously her character in the MCU. I'm excited to see what she brings to this franchise and what this franchise can bring with this movie. So coming in at number 1 is The Batman. This movie's coming out on March 4th and is directed by Matt Reeves. His previous work was The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes, which are 2 movies that I fully love. Some of the most underrated movies I've ever seen in my life. I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes so much, and the directing style that he's bringing to this movie looks amazing. Robert Pattinson is the new Batman. Zoe Kravitz is in the movie as Selena Kyle, or Catwoman. Paul Dano's playing the Riddler. Jeffrey Wright is Commissioner Gordon. Colin Farrell somehow is playing the Penguin. He looks unrecognizable in this role. And Andy Serkis, gosh, he's such an amazing actor. He's playing Alfred. and I'm so excited to see this darker tone with Batman. I know they did that with The Dark Knight, but a lot of it was dealing with Batman and more of his action. This movie is going to deal more with the detective side of Batman. The trailers look great. Matt Reeves is a great director. This cast is outstanding, and I'm so looking forward to March 4th that, of course, The Batman comes in at number 1. So there you go. Those are my 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. 2021 was such a fun ride that I'm so excited to see what 2022 can bring for us, whether that be on a streaming platform or in the movie theaters. Okay, like always, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please join me in the comment section down below if you give me your ranking of your 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. Thank you guys for watching as always, and keep being awesome.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.